What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Daily Driven Exotics. We got a whole bunch of cars in here. We have a familiar face walking through the door right now. Eric Choi. How you doing, bro?
I'm good.
I was hugged from behind. How you doing, Eric?
No,
Not from behind.
So you guys saw the title and thumbnail. What's going on? What are our plans? And what is the fate in the future of Daily Driven Exotics here in California with our HQ? Dave, what happened?
We have some issues. So you're probably wondering why nothing's happening. Why there's no employees? We're not making anything here. We're not doing anything here.
It's glorified
We'll
storage
get
at
into it
this
more in
point.
the video, but right now there's a huge issue with basically the legality of this building.
So do you know when you have a building, who do you have to get approval from? Do you know?
The city.
There you go.
So there's a few steps to it. There's occupancy, which means you're allowed to operate business. Then there's a business license based on what you're doing. The business license is easy. It's just a tax. Occupancy, there has to be rules for seismic activity, fireproofing, all those things. That's all done. There's one big issue with this building that we just discovered. Let me explain. From this day forward, you refer to me as Lord David Coulter. Thanks to today's sponsor, a really fun one, Established Titles. Look at this right here, Lord David Coulter. You don't believe me? Check my Instagram right now. So here's how it works, you guys. Scotland has a really cool rule. When you're a landowner, you're referred to as a laird, or in English, a lord or a lady. So what Established Titles have done is bought some land over there so that you can buy a piece and call yourself a lord moving forward. It's really fun. It makes a great gift. You can be a lord. Your friends can be a lord. In fact, Damon Fryer, I've made you a lord as well.
I'm a lord?
So not only for yourself, but for a friend, makes a great present. It's really fun, and it's legit. You are a landowner in Scotland.
You are to address me as Lord Damon Fryer from now on.
Link in description. It's a huge discount for you guys right now. Plus, what's really cool, every certificate features right here, your dedication and plot number. Go to the website, type it in, and you can actually see where your plot of land is in Scotland. This is mine, but stay off my land unless you're a lord. The first 200 people that buy it will be next to us. So a whole DDE family in Scotland. Maybe we'll raise some kids there together. I don't know. I've done it twice already. Established Titles is a fun and novel way to preserve the natural woodlands of Scotland while helping global reforestation efforts. A title pack gives you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland, and an official certificate with a crest. The best part, you guys, is that they're going to plant a tree with every order and work with global charities, 1 tree planted and trees for the future to support global reforestation efforts. You're going to love this. You can officially change your name to Lord or Lady and get it on your credit card, your plane tickets. You can even get it on your dating profiles. Right now, Established Titles has a massive sale on the website. Plus, use code DDE to get an additional 10% off. That's establishedtitles.com/DDE. Do your shopping and help support our channel. Join my kingdom, baby. See you there.
We haven't discovered it. It's been kind of an issue for a minute now, because ever since we came in here, we obviously were trying to make this feel like home to us. And we've done that. I mean, we've accomplished our goals, which is making this look a lot more updated and look really nice.
So back up for a second. We've done flooring.
Yes.
Flooring we spent, and this is real money. It wasn't sponsored.
We spent real money.
Cost like $60,000.
And we're a complete headache.
Whole nightmare. We painted it. We paid for that.
We came in here, if you don't remember, originally there were plastic. Is it actually the brand Swiss Tracks? Is that what was in here?
It's a brand name. Yeah.
Swiss Tracks. So those are like square plastic, clickable together flooring. It was awful. It was yellow with some red and some black.
And what's crazy is those floors would have cost like $10 a square foot. There was like $50,000. We still have them. They're up top right now. $50,000 worth of those tiles. That's a lot of money. It just doesn't suit our style as far as the color, and it was weird.
Correct. We had to update it. This place has never been actually leased or rented out. It was always the owners. From the time that this building was built, they sold the units, and the gentleman who owned this, who unfortunately passed away, which is how we ended up getting this. Once he passed away, it was the first time that the family then could make a decision. Do they want to sell it or do they want to rent it? And they made the choice to rent it out. So here we are, the leasors?
We are leasors now.
Leasors, yeah. So
just quickly to explain, because there's a lot of confusion on how it works. We're not renting this place. We leased it. It's very different. We are in charge for all property taxes, common area fees. It's called triple net. That's why we paid for everything in here.
So we update the property even though it's not ours,
That's
which
how
is
it works.
a good deal
Like
for the person who owns
Starbucks
it.
doesn't own their buildings. They lease it, and Starbucks builds the building on land they don't own. That's how it works.
Think about this. We've invested money into the floors. We invested money into paint. All this gray used to be red. We also invested into obviously working with a company to do lighting. So it adds up really fast. We're into this building right now for 6 figures, over $100,000.
Plus all the rent fees. So while we're not operating here, every month we have to pay our lease payments.
7 months in, we're $200,000 into a building that we don't own.
Correct.
That we originally got because we wanted to do what? Do you know what we wanted to do in here?
You want to become a shop that you can modify car. You don't have to wait for a shop to complete everything. Have someone to modify it, maintain them. Be a full shop.
We wanted to build cars for the channel, just for you guys with no distractions. And we know that we can be a burden on shops sometimes. So we thought, we'll do it in-house. We'll build cars here. We'll service cars here. That was the vision. That's why we have an 8,000 square foot shop.
We wanted to control basically our content, have a little more control over it. That was the whole concept originally for this shop. Now, that didn't work out for a number of reasons, but the primary reason, there's a big challenge with this building right now, and the city does not want to give us occupancy for this building until this is resolved, and we don't know really how to resolve it. So now we're in the back room. Some of you will remember that we've had some project cars back here like our Ferrari 550 at one point. This room wasn't always like this. This room originally in this building was much more like the front room. Now what's different about this room, Eric? What's a little lower in here than the other room?
Give you a hint, it's the roof.
We have the roof and
The roof's lower, right?
So when you bought this building from day one, like when the original owner bought it, it was basically a shell, concrete walls. Everything in here was built. That's why it has tall ceiling. That's the issue. Should we go for a walk and show them?
We should go for a walk.
That's the issues?
Well, the issue is not necessarily this roof, but the roof that's in the other building behind these gray doors where we were just walking. Well, that ceiling would have been a lot higher, and this wall would not have existed. And these stairs also wouldn't have existed. And where these stairs are going is actually the problem, and we're gonna explain that right now. By the way, these stairs are really tricky. They're not normal stairs, and I've almost fallen up and down these multiple times. I call them the death stairs. Stand by, stand by. Now what's pretty cool,
It's called a mezzanine, if you're wondering. This is actually part of the square footage. We're paying square footage for up here. This is part of the building.
Yep.
The issue was the city we're in right now has no record of this being built. And in order to get occupancy, they need a permit. Proof it had permitted, it was inspected, it follows all the rules, and there's nothing. And that's
Correct.
now been going on for 6 months. So it's a big problem.
the city will not give us an occupancy to operate out of here until this has all been resolved. So it either needs to pass and be inspected and pass the city's code, or imagine this, all of this needs to be torn out.
Correct.
The walls would have to be all torn out, the floor, and then essentially we would have one big open warehouse. You can imagine how much downtime and how long that would take to effectively do that properly, permittedly, and also so that it's inspected and like,
It's a year.
it's a year.
And you're probably wondering, I asked the same question, they're like, well, why don't you just say, block this off and don't use it? It's not an option. I tried that. I'm like, well, we won't use it then. We'll block it off, get our stuff out of here, lock the door, board up the door. They're like, no.
That's not
an
how it
option.
works.
You can't get occupancy that way.
The downside is, if we can't resolve this, we would have to leave. And that would be the end of this DDHQ. It would be like starting at zero all over again. We would be crushed. Our hopes and dreams would be basically destroyed. That's what we're dealing with. And you know, it's kind of in the hands of the city.
And again, to back it up, like this is not a new problem. We've been dealing with this since like March. And the reason why I mentioned it, we wanted to get it done, but now we're at a point where it might not get done. So we might have to move out.
Whatever happens, you're helping us move out. By the way, we have a lot of stuff up here still. We have all of these car parts that happen to belong to, do you know? What car does this belong to?
550.
Eric is on his game today, bro. So these are all Ferrari 550 Maranello parts. Our boy Mike Essa is building that car, and it's gonna be insane when it's done. Mike's on his way right now over here to pick up some of these parts, and he's gonna explain what he's picking up, why he's picking it up, and what's gonna happen over the next couple of weeks with the 550 project. So don't go anywhere, and make sure you smash the subscribe button if you wanna help support us and the DD fam by basically saying, hey, I wanna make sure that the boys don't get evicted.
Alrighty, here he is himself, Mr. Michael Essa, FT champion. And it's F250 Super Duty Diesel. Can you hear that? What's up, boys?
What's happening?
You knew there'd be a camera in your face as soon as you walked in here.
Yeah, you know, it comes with the territory.
What do you think of our HQ?
I think it's pretty rad. I mean, look inside.
We were just talking about how there's an issue with the building. We don't have occupancy yet. So we might actually have to tear the whole thing apart and we actually get kicked out.
That sounds like fun. Good luck with that.
Yeah, thanks, man. So you're here to get some 550 parts, hey?
Yeah, we're gonna drop off some stock stuff, pick up some other stock.
What do you have here? Is that a kitchen sink?
Yeah, that's the bathtub that goes in the
Legit
back.
looks like a kitchen sink. Oh, that's a pan from the trunk?
Yeah, exactly. Like a fiberglass sound deadening deal, and then all this stock exhaust stuff that we don't want. You guys can have that
That's
and do
cool.
whatever you want with it.
Wait, why are you flanking me right now?
What?
You trying to flank me? I can see him right there. I'll help
Where do
you
you keep your wallet? In your back pocket or your front pocket?
Damon has my wallet.
Oh, yeah.
I think he might need a ride in the.
I don't need to ride it. I need to drive it.
You want to drive it?
Drive it.
Most guys that drive race cars don't do well as a passenger.
Yeah, you know, I do driver coaching sometimes, but I've kind of like thinned that out after I was riding with a guy. We were at Willow Springs going around turn 8, or going into turn 8. He let both his hands off the wheel and did this clap like.
Why'd he do that?
He's like hyping himself up. Grab the wheel. We're going in the pits. We're done. Like, day's over.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. You should coach Damon on how to drive.
That'd be fun.
Make him a race car driver like you.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, he's up there.
Hey, what are you grabbing and why are you grabbing
We're
it?
gonna grab the bumpers, all the bodywork pieces so we can kind of fit everything back on the car.
Yeah.
We need a dry sump tank, all the electronic stuff so we can get this thing back together and get it running.
Just so you know, I have no idea where any of that stuff is. I know it's generally in this area right here.
Oh, that's better.
We got an airbag. We got some electronics.
That airbag's thrashed.
Oh, one of the most important things of this build.
Oh,
one of
yeah.
my favorite things.
The gate.
The gate.
Can you
to the
tune that for
shifter.
me real quick?
You know what? Probably. So the old Porsches run the same Motronic box, and we used to pop them open and change chips and stuff at the track.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you start pointing stuff out that you want taken down, and I will help?
You probably take the bumpers down because those things are heavy.
Are they heavy?
Oh, they are ridiculously heavy.
I've not picked up a bumper. Holy crap. So it's actually built into these bumpers is the rebar.
Yeah, I don't know.
It must be because
Ferrari engineering.
this is built into this. This is the actual rebar. Like on a Huracan, for example, if you take one of these,
The bumper cover off.
This is the rear. So this is considered like the bumper cover, but also the bumper is all incorporated into one.
Yep.
On a Huracan, if you take the back cover off, that's not really the bumper.
Yeah.
So if you take it off, the rebar is built into the car and you can leave it there. That's why. If a police officer comes up to you, if you have a Huracan and you've removed the bumper cover and a police officer comes up and says, you can't drive around without the bumper on, you say to him, well, the bumper is on the car. The only thing that's off is the cover. There's
Yep.
no legality around not having the cover on.
You don't say it, you yell it, right? Confidence.
Okay. Dave likes to try to fight the cops. Don't do that either.
That's bad. That never turns out good.
These are, this one? Holy, oh man. Holy sh!
It's like a dead body. Right on the bumper.
How are we getting this down the stairs?
Yeah, we need to figure out like we can build a little slide and just let
Yeah,
some
we could.
ropes and pulleys.
We actually probably could do something like that. Well, Dave, the forklift you gave away that we used to have, that would have came in handy.
Mechanical advantage.
At the end of the day, just getting repainted, so I don't really give a
I think it's already pretty scratched up anyway.
I can go first if you want.
I mean, you can hold it from the top and
Okay.
kind of guide the.
All right.
But I don't know if that's gonna work, or we just.
Let's
kinda
try it, let's
set
try it.
down on the wood here.
We can, I don't care, we can scrape it down in the wood.
mean-
It's gonna get repainted.
Did you see the other side of it already?
Yeah, mid-condition.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
Mid-condition, Mike.
Even if he wasn't painting it, he still wouldn't care.
Get going down and get a little further down. You okay?
Yeah.
Jesus. You almost fall.
Almost
Please, please hold a handrail.
I
and
was
will-
thinking the stairs were all the same level, and I took a step and it was.
Hold on and get yourself planted, and then I will go down. Get down a little lower.
Did he sign the waiver? I don't know if he did.
No, don't even worry about that. Okay, stop there and hold it. Do you have it? Let me see.
Well, if we're able to keep this building and they can rectify this or do what they have to do, I think we need to install an elevator. They make like ones that just bolt up, moving parts back and forth, a little elevator, because those stairs are sketchy. Regardless of what the city decides, I'm saying that those stairs need to be changed because it's
Safety.
safety.
What's safety?
Yeah, not a fan.
There's a lot of parts of this car. I'm reminded why I'm not a mechanic. All right, Mike, get out of here.
Thank you guys.
You forgot the instruction.
Oh man.
The owner's manual.
Look at that. Look how it's like dusty with the super old
what's in here.
embossed.
Oh my god.
That's really cool.
Yeah, you're all set now. No more excuses.
All right, now we know how to put this thing together.
Later, boys.
Go. Later.
Thanks for coming by. Our boy Garrett. What's up, dude?
What's up, baby?
How you doing?
I'm amazing. How you doing?
Good, good, good.
Do you guys want proof, by the way? Proof of what? The city of Huntington Beach came by with a notice of violation. This is 100% real. Business conducted without an active business license, as well as you don't have a certificate of occupancy. Now, technically we're not running a business here. We're not selling anything, we have no customers, we're not doing anything that brings in money in this location. We have plans to do that. So we're not breaking the business license thing, but you can't get a business license until you have occupancy. You can't have one, not the other.
By the way, we might get evicted from here.
Evicted?
Well, yeah, because technically if none of this stuff is fixed, that's pretty funny, it sticks to you.
If none of this stuff is fixed, the city will eventually come over and shut us down.
They cut your power.
Did they really? Shut up.
First I thought Dave was joking and he's
No,
like,
we're not
hey,
YouTube, we're
noticed.
not like just,
Just so you guys are aware, we're not YouTube bull. This is the real notice from the city. We're in
that's the real
trouble,
deal.
and we gotta deal with this. Anyhow, smash the subscribe button. Thanks for watching this episode. Cross your fingers that we get to stay in the DDHQ that we know and love. We'll let you know what the update is on this. This sucks. We'll see you in the next video, guys. Stay tuned. We got some crazy stuff coming in the next video. More updates to some of your favorite cars. And this is one of the coolest pieces of the puzzle to finally almost, shall I say, complete the 720 GTR in making it the GTR. Do you know what it is? You'll see in the next video. Later. What are you grabbing and why are you grabbing it?
Someone suggested you get tuned. Fast and the Furious.
Yep.
Good talk. That joke was relay funny.
That's a fake laugh, by the way.
Eric, are you pumped about this project?
No, I don't know how to relay with this project.
That was electric, that one.
It was kind of shifting to somewhere I can't follow up. Is that good?
Got hose.
I think our friend here spilled some oil.
Hose in different area codes.
Codes.